On the school playground, a mysterious number 9 suddenly appeared, formed by thousands of desks arranged in perfect order. At first I figured it was just a student prank, so I told everyone to move the desks back to the classrooms. The next morning, when I got back to school, I saw that the number on the playground had changed to 8. I was furious and demanded to know who was behind it. The students just looked at each other, saying this wasn't something a few people could pull off. After no one confessed, I decided to spend the night at the school. When the clock strikes 12, I suddenly felt a powerful wave of dizziness and passed out. When I woke up again, it was already the next morning. I hurried to the window to take a look. The number on the playground had turned into 7. Rumors started flying all over campus. One of the female teachers said it looked like a countdown. Tomorrow it would become 6, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If it hit 0, some kind of disaster might happen. That's when the principal stepped up and announced that security guards would patrol the campus all night. After school let out, the guards locked up all the teachers. The next morning, I found the guards lying on the ground, knocked out cold. I ran to the playground and saw the damn number again. It had changed to 6. The story quickly made the news. A TV crew decided to stake out the campus that night to crack the mystery. The following morning, the playground was still covered in desks. The whole film crew was lying unconscious next to their vehicles. When I woke them up, none of them could remember what had happened during the night. We watched the footage together, but right at midnight, the screen turned to static. When we fast-forwarded to 5:30 a.m., the signal came back and the number on the playground had already become 5. Unable to handle the public pressure, the school decided to shut down and send everyone home for break. A huge crowd of reporters surrounded the place. The next morning, the number changed to 4. The whole country started paying attention to this mysterious school incident. People gathered to talk about it, convinced that when the countdown hit 0, it would be the end of the world. The next day, the number became 3. By now, the atmosphere was incredibly tense, and everyone was glued to the daily changes. Outside the school, crowds of curious locals gathered, with lots of them waiting for the number to reach 0 so they could welcome the aliens. Even my neighbor tried to drag me along. I thought everyone had lost their minds, so I started drinking heavily at home, just waiting for the next day to come. Sure enough, the next day the number became 2. The government held an emergency press conference, warning that hitting 0 could trigger serious danger, and the city began organizing evacuations. People were frantically packing their bags and fleeing in total chaos. I was also knocked unconscious by the robbers. They ransacked my house thoroughly. The next morning, I used my foot to turn on the TV and saw that the number had finally become 1. The military had already moved in, setting up positions across the city and preparing for a possible interstellar war. I pretty much accepted my fate. Finally, the day that would decide everything arrived. The number on the playground turned to 0. The city was eerily quiet. Anyone who could escape had already left, and those of us still there prayed with our families, waiting for humanity's final moments. Suddenly, a photo blew down in the wind. It was a picture of me and my wife. Thinking about her still working out of town, I broke free from the ropes and decided I had to do something for her. I rushed out to the road, but the highways were already blocked. Like some kind of action hero, I smashed through every obstacle in my way and grabbed a weapon. Before midnight, I made it to the school playground and stood right in the center of the number 0, waiting for the final moment. If aliens really showed up, I'd be the first one to face them. At that instant, the wind around me seemed to stop completely. As midnight struck, the desks on the playground suddenly started shaking.